over 60, 4 worst knee-killing exercises, and 4 joint-safe moves you must do. If you're over 60 and still staying active, that's something to be proud of. Movement is one of the best gifts you can give your aging body. It supports heart health, mental clarity, and independence. But not all exercises are friendly to your joints, especially the knees. In fact, some popular movements can do more harm than good, slowly grinding away at the cartilage and causing long-term discomfort or injury. That's why in today's video, we're breaking down 4 of the worst knee-killing exercises that you should avoid, and the 4 joint-safe, powerful alternatives you can start doing instead. Whether you're already dealing with stiff or aching knees, or you simply want to prevent future issues, this list could be a game changer for your health and mobility. Before we dive in, I want to ask, where are you watching from? And how are your knees feeling lately? If you're over 60 and tired of soreness, popping or stiffness, this might be the most important video you watch this week. 4 worst knee-killing exercises for people over 60. 1. Deep squats. Deep squats have long been hailed as one of the most effective exercises for building lower body strength, targeting the glutes, hamstrings, and quadriceps. Fitness trainers and athletes often include them in routines because they engage multiple muscle groups at once. However, for adults over 60, this popular move can become a silent threat to knee health. When you perform a deep squat, especially when going past a 90-degree angle, where the hips drop below the knees, your knees take on a significant portion of your body weight. The load shifts forward, compressing the cartilage under the kneecap and placing strain on the patella tendon and surrounding ligaments. As we age, the cartilage in our joints naturally thins, and synovial fluid, which lubricates the joints, reduces. That means there's less cushion to absorb the stress of such intense movements. For seniors with arthritis, joint stiffness, or prior knee injuries, deep squats can amplify existing inflammation and accelerate joint degeneration. Even worse, poor form or added weights can tip the knees inward, further destabilizing the joint and increasing the risk of long-term damage. While the exercise might feel beneficial in the short term, the long-term consequences, such as persistent knee pain, stiffness, or even the need for joint replacement, can be devastating. For older adults, safer alternatives that reduce joint load while still building strength are far more appropriate. If you're ready to protect your joints, stay active without pain, and finally move with confidence again. Make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss safe, senior-friendly fitness tips that really work. 2. Forward lunges. Lunges are often included in workout routines to improve balance and tone the lower body, particularly the thighs and glutes. On paper, they seem like a straightforward movement. Step forward, lower your body, and return to standing. But for those over 60, forward lunges can quickly become a high-risk exercise, especially for the knees. The issue lies in how the front leg absorbs and distributes weight. When stepping forward into a lunge, your front knee often extends past your toes, forcing it into an unnatural and stressful position. This forward momentum pushes the kneecap downward and places excessive strain on the patella tendon, the cartilage behind the kneecap, and even the meniscus, the shock absorber of the knee. Additionally, lunges demand a high level of balance and stability, which tends to decline naturally with age unless you're actively working on it. Any slight wobble or misstep can throw your alignment off, leading to knee twisting or ankle instability. One wrong move could result in a sprain, pulled ligament, or even a fall, all of which are serious concerns for seniors. It's also common for people to unknowingly use incorrect form, further increasing the risk. For older adults with previous knee injuries, osteoarthritis, or even mild joint pain, the forward lunge can exacerbate discomfort and leave you limping instead of stronger. That's not to say lunges are inherently evil, but the traditional forward version poses a unique set of challenges that outweigh the benefits for many older adults. There are far safer, low-impact alternatives that deliver the same strength and balance benefits without compromising knee integrity. 3. Leg extensions, machine. The leg extension machine might look harmless, even inviting, especially if you're just starting or returning to strength training. You sit down, secure your legs under a padded bar just above your ankles, and lift your feet upward until your legs are fully extended. The movement seems smooth and controlled. However, despite its simplicity, this exercise is one of the most knee-stressing machines in the gym, especially for adults over 60. When you lift the weight, all the resistance is focused on a single joint, the knee, rather than being distributed across multiple joints as in more functional movements like squats or step-ups. The knee, in this position, acts like a hinge bearing the full load, and that pressure is concentrated directly on the patellar tendon and the cartilage underneath the kneecap, patella. Worse still, the leg extension movement isn't something we typically perform in daily life. We don't walk, climb stairs, or get out of chairs by isolating the quadriceps in such a linear way. It's a biomechanically unnatural movement, one that puts disproportionate stress on a joint that, by age 60 and beyond, often already has wear and tear. For seniors, especially those with osteoarthritis, previous injuries, or mild inflammation, the risk compounds. The grinding feeling behind the knee, occasional clicking, or that post-workout soreness could be early signs of joint strain. Over time, repetitive use of this machine can contribute to cartilage breakdown, joint instability, and even worsen existing knee degeneration. And if you're adding too much weight or locking your knees at the top of the movement, the damage risk skyrockets. While the intention may be to strengthen the legs, the isolated nature of leg extensions often backfires, making this machine one to skip in favour of more joint-friendly exercises like seated leg presses or body weight squats, within a safe range of motion. 4. Running on hard pavement. Running has long been considered a gold standard for cardiovascular health. It strengthens the heart, boosts lung capacity, and helps maintain a healthy weight. But for individuals over 60, especially those who care about preserving their knee health, where and how you run matters just as much as how often. One of the biggest culprits behind chronic knee issues in aging runners is hard pavement, such as sidewalks, streets, and concrete trails. When you run on unforgiving surfaces like concrete, every step you take generates impact forces that shoot upward from your heels to your knees, and even into your lower back. Over time, these micro-traumas add up. The cartilage that cushions your knee joints begins to wear down faster than your body can repair it. This not only accelerates conditions like osteoarthritis, but can also lead to chronic inflammation, swelling, and pain that lingers long after your run ends. For seniors, whose joints may already be showing signs of wear from decades of movement and activity, this constant pounding can be especially damaging. Moreover, running on pavement doesn't allow for much shock absorption. Unlike a treadmill or soft trail, concrete has zero give. That means your joints absorb the full brunt of every landing. And at an older age, your body doesn't bounce back as quickly from those impacts. Add in the fact that many seniors have decreased bone density, muscle mass, and balance, and the risk of injury, from falls to stress fractures, increases significantly. That's not to say running itself is inherently bad. In fact, it can be incredibly beneficial for cardiovascular and mental health. But choosing softer, joint-friendly surfaces, like dirt trails, grass, rubber tracks, or cushioned treadmills, makes a huge difference. Pairing running with proper supportive footwear, cross-training, and knee-strengthening routines can also help preserve joint health. If knee pain already exists, however, consider switching to low-impact cardio options, like cycling, swimming, or walking at an incline. all of which protect your knees while still providing great aerobic benefits. 4 joint-safe exercises that support strong, healthy knees. 1. Glute bridges. Glute bridges are a powerhouse of a movement, deceptively simple but incredibly effective for building strength where it matters most, the posterior chain. And the best part? They completely take pressure off the knees. In fact, glute bridges are one of the few lower body exercises that strengthen your legs, hips, and lower back without causing wear and tear on your knee joints. The setup is easy. You lie on your back, knees bent and feet flat on the floor, then slowly lift your hips toward the ceiling while squeezing your glutes at the top. This movement targets the gluteus maximus, hamstrings, and core stabilizers, all critical muscles that support your body during walking, standing, and climbing stairs. By activating the glutes and hamstrings, you're helping to shift the workload away from your knees in daily activities, reducing strain on the joints and improving overall alignment. What's more, many seniors suffer from gluteal amnesia, weak or underused glutes from years of sitting, which can lead to knee pain, poor posture, and balance issues. Glute bridges gently reawaken and rebuild those muscles in a low-impact, joint-safe manner. Because you're on the floor and in a stable position, there's minimal risk of falling or injuring yourself. And with consistent practice, glute bridges can help improve hip mobility, pelvic stability, and even ease lower back discomfort, all of which contribute to healthier, happier knees. You can also gradually progress the movement by holding the bridge longer, adding resistance bands, or elevating your feet on a step. It's a go-to exercise for anyone over 60 who wants to build real strength without risking injury. 2. Seated leg seizures. Seated leg raises are one of the most overlooked yet incredibly effective exercises for older adults looking to protect their knees and stay mobile. They can be done from the comfort of your own home, no fancy gym required. Simply sit upright in a sturdy chair, engage your core, and slowly lift one leg out straight in front of you. Hold it for a few seconds, then lower it back down. Repeat on each leg. That's it. No bending, no pounding. Just a gentle, controlled movement that delivers big results. What makes seated leg raises so valuable is that they directly strengthen the quadriceps, the powerful muscles on the front of your thighs that play a key role in knee support and shock absorption. Strong quads help reduce the load on the knee joint itself, acting like natural shock absorbers during walking, standing, or climbing stairs. If you've ever struggled to rise from a low chair or felt unsteady going up steps, weak quads could be the culprit, and this simple exercise is the perfect remedy. Additionally, because seated leg raises are non-weight bearing, they're extremely joint-friendly. There's no risk of jarring impact or twisting, two common causes of knee pain and injury. Instead, the exercise gently builds strength, balance, and endurance in a highly controlled environment. It's ideal for seniors who are recovering from injury, managing arthritis, or just beginning their fitness journey. Over time, these small movements lead to big improvements in mobility and independence. You can increase the challenge by holding light ankle weights or adding longer holds at the top of each lift. 3. Water walking or aqua aerobics. When it comes to protecting your knees while staying active, few exercises are as effective or as enjoyable as water-based workouts. Whether it's swimming, aqua aerobics, or simply walking through waist-deep water, these activities are a game changer for seniors looking to build strength, improve balance, and reduce joint pain. Why? It's all about buoyancy. Water supports up to 90% of your body weight, drastically reducing the stress placed on your knees and other joints. That means you can move freely, even vigorously, without the jarring impact that comes from land-based exercises like jogging or jumping. But just because water workouts are gentle doesn't mean they're not powerful. The natural resistance of water makes every movement more effective, engaging your muscles, especially those around the knees, hips, and core, as you push against it. Water walking targets the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves, all essential for maintaining joint stability and improving everyday movements like standing up, climbing stairs, or walking on uneven ground. The result is increased strength and mobility, without the inflammation or soreness you might feel after traditional workouts. Even better, water has therapeutic properties. Warm water helps soothe stiff joints, reduce inflammation, and boost circulation, making it ideal for those with arthritis, previous injuries, or chronic knee pain. And because you're upright and moving, water exercise also provides cardiovascular benefits, helping maintain heart health and stamina as you age. Whether you're doing structured aqua aerobics with an instructor or taking a solo lap around the shallow end, water workouts offer a safe, low-impact, high-benefit solution for protecting and strengthening your knees well into your later years. 4. Wall sits, modified. Wall sits might look simple, but when done correctly and with the right modifications, they're one of the most effective isometric exercises for strengthening the muscles that stabilize and protect your knees. The basic movement involves standing with your back flat against a wall, then slowly sliding down into a seated position, as if sitting in an invisible chair. But here's the key for seniors. You don't have to go very deep to see results. In fact, keeping a shallow bend, where your thighs are at a 45 to 60 degree angle, is safer for aging knees and still incredibly effective. This modified version reduces the stress on the knee joint by avoiding the sharp angles that put pressure on the patella, kneecap, and surrounding ligaments. Instead, your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes do all the work, holding your body in place and creating muscle tension that builds strength and endurance over time. By not moving during the hold, you eliminate any dynamic strain or twisting motion that might irritate the knees. It's a controlled, low-risk way to train the lower body, especially for seniors with stability or mobility concerns. Wall sits also offer the advantage of being accessible and equipment-free. All you need is a wall and a few feet of space. You can start by holding the position for just 15 to 20 seconds and gradually build up to a minute or longer as your strength improves. You'll feel your thighs engage almost immediately, and over time you'll notice better endurance when walking, climbing stairs, or standing for extended periods. The exercise also enhances postural alignment, which can reduce uneven pressure on the knees caused by poor gait or hip imbalance. So here's the bottom line. Staying active is non-negotiable if you want to stay mobile and independent after 60. But smart movement is key. Some exercises may look harmless, but quietly erode your joint health. Deep squats, forward lunges, leg extensions, and running on pavement may all be doing more harm than good, especially for aging knees. But you're not stuck. With a few intelligent swaps, you can keep moving, stay strong, and even protect your joints as you age. Glute bridges, leg raises, water workouts, and modified wall sits offer all the strength benefits, without the pain. Your knees have carried you for decades. It's time to give them the respect and support they deserve. Ditch the joint killers, embrace the joint savers, and keep walking strong into your future. Which exercise surprised you the most? And which joint-friendly move are you trying first? Drop a comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone over 60 who's unknowingly hurting their knees. Let's move smarter together. Always remember, eat like a person, not a patient. Thank you for watching.